Hi everyone, it's Catherine from BlogON MSI here. Welcome back to my channel. You will have seen a couple of days ago or a week ago now the BlogON goodie bag reveal. Oh my god, it blew my mind. Not one but two goodie bags, and then as we had picked them up we were told go around and pick some more things up. So when they said on the Facebook page bring a suitcase, an empty suitcase, they were not kidding, and I was glad that A, I brought an empty suitcase, and B, I was in the car, because if I had had to haul all of that on the train, I would have been struggling big time. Now, as I've said, you'll have seen what we got in the goodie bag. What I just wanted to show you and just talk about in this vlog very quickly was some of the other brands that were there and some of the bits and pieces that I got from them. So I spoke with Carousel PR. And Carousel do a lot of kind of toys and that. So I've given them my details and we'll see if something comes of that. I'll follow up myself as well. I'm kind of giving it a week or so just to digest everything. Then we had Canvas Holidays as well. I didn't get a chance to speak to them. I did get one of their bags, but they were giving away some really nice pens, and then they had like a blow up beach ball which I'll be bringing to Tenerife with us, some bits and pieces and leaflets on all of what they have, and then I managed to speak to another couple of brands and get their email details and that. So, and I got from Canvas Holidays, but we won't reveal that because somebody's in the room with me and I don't want him having it. Then as I made my way around, I managed to stop I think it was just as lunch was being served. I managed to stop and pass my details on to Matalan. I love Matalan. Ever since I first discovered it in Telford, when we were living in Telford, I have loved Matalan. And they were doing a kind of a prize giving thing on their stand, as well as taking everybody's details. Where you picked an envelope. It was a red envelope because it was a whole Christmas theme about BlogON, or certainly this BlogON a couple of weeks ago. And you picked out an envelope, and if there was a prize inside you got to choose something from the rack, and if there wasn't, well, you were just unlucky. And I was one of the lucky people. I don't win things. I didn't win anything in the raffle, but I was delighted to win things, and thankfully they had something left on the rack, because there was only a couple of things left by the time I got around to them. They had, in my size, small, a Christmas jumper. Isn't that nice? And it's a really nice one as well, because I'm not a big fan of Christmas jumpers. Some of them can be nice and some of them can be gaudy as hell. Nothing against anybody who loves Christmas jumpers like that. I just personally don't. But this one's really nice, so that's going to come in handy. Now, I won't be bringing that to Tenerife with me for Christmas, but it'll do on the run up to there. So yeah, so I got to speak to Matalan. Then I went round to the guys who deal with the twirly-woos, and I got one of their magazines and passed my details on to them. I also spoke to a new company excuse me, called Minotti. They are bringing out high-end clothing but at affordable prices. They're almost designer gear, but they're at more affordable prices. And they're only starting, and it was their first time to go to BlogON. Great way of advertising a new brand and getting some exposure and that, and even thinking about collaborating with blogs. It's a great way of doing it. But they are Minotti, if you want to check them out. And some of their stuff was really nice. It's almost kind of smart stuff for kids. Register with Type the Hype. I need to follow up on that. Gemma's talk about brand collaboration, and in particularly on the run up to Christmas, was really good. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get anything like that done this year, but certainly I have a wealth of ideas for next year. As we went around, there was a lady doing some kind of cake decorating demonstrations. I managed to do one, stuck it up on my Instagram if you want to see, and she was very kindly giving out, they're just from Tesco's, some Tesco Christmas sprinkles for your cakes, and some cake toppers. So I picked up a Santa Claus and a snowman, and also some other little decorations. Alexander, off there please. He's just bonked my camera. And then there was some Cake Angels decorations there as well.
Mommy.
Yesy?
I want to see else.
You want to see what else? Okay. Well, how about we show everybody these Scenticles? Sorry for the pause there. My child just spotted the Thomas the Tank Engine advent calendar and thought he was going to have it now. No, I don't think so. We're going to have something else in a minute. Now, as I was saying, these are called Scenticles. And these are designed to give artificial Christmas trees a really nice smell, which is ideal because we have a huge artificial spruce tree, I think it is, which we bought last year. Val Dad thought it would be great to get the 7.5 foot one. We have to turn the top twig down because it's too big for our room. Anyway, these are designed to give your artificial trees a little smell of winter or Christmas. So I've got Christmas spruce time, which is really nice. I have some white winter fir, really nice, and spiced orange. So these should last quite a while. The lady on the stand who was doing those was also showcasing new candles, and she was really generous, so knowledgeable about candles. She used to be the marketing account manager for Yankee Candle, and it is down to her and the team that she had. The reason why they are so big is down to her and her team. Amazing. So another candle company has asked her to go on board, and she has. So 3 of those. That was from her. So I was thrilled with that. So that was what I got in my Matalan bag and from the other people around. And then I went to see Small Man Media. Now, I have to say, I had never thought that stationery companies would use PR companies to market their products, their ideas. And one of the ones that really caught my attention was the new, or NU, let's see if I can get it here. See these ones? The new notebooks. I use them in work. I buy them myself. I don't ask work to because they're a little bit more expensive than your general Tesco type ones. But I use them all the time. I love them, absolutely love them. And that is what caught my attention. I was surprised. And she was really nice, the lady that I spoke to. I've got her card in here. That's not her card. And she gave me a goodie bag filled with stuff. I am absolutely over the moon with what I got from that lady. So let's have a look and see. She gave me, ironically, one of the New Year ones. That actually is ideal because I have something I need, something like a divided one for. That's coming into work with me on Monday. Then we got a Derwent Graphic UK. Let's have a look what she put in here for me. I'll have to open it. Ah, some nice like painting pens. I don't want him seeing this because he's going to say he wants it. So I've got a blue one and a black one. That's going into the craft box. So that's one of the brands that she actually represents. And then these, the right size, aren't they? These are actual pencils. See these? These are designed to not only not roll off your table, but they're also designed for different sizes. So you see this one here is designed for 2 to 6 years, 6 to 10 years, and above 10 years. And they do them in all sorts of colours and that. That was amazing. I'd never come across something like that before. It's the right size, so I'll get in touch with her about them. Then she also gave me a Bridgestone pack. Let's just open it quickly. So there's some, I think it's just pencils and some colouring pages. Yeah, some pencils, car themed colouring pages, which bottle kid will love. Can you see them there? Yeah. They do work with Bridgestone, and the new thing that they have coming up sounds really interesting. I'm going to see if I can get some. We were also given this Schaefer pen, which is worth 50 quid. That's amazing. Anyone who stopped at the stand got one of these in their bag, and I'm a sucker for pens. Who isn't when you're a blogger? And then she also gave me this Fabriano. It's actually a height chart. So you see this? Isn't that lovely? Look at the designs on it. Now I haven't opened it, but I will at some stage. But isn't that just really nice designs? So that's going into Battle Kit's bedroom. And there I got some more leaflets, and I obviously got her card. I think it was Rachel. And yeah, so that there is a quick roundup of some of the other brands and some of the other bits and pieces that I bagged at the BlogON MSI conference, which was held on the last weekend of September 2016. Yesy! Doug McStuffins on! I have Disney Junior on in the background so that it keeps him entertained while I'm doing my vlogging. So yeah, as I said, this is just a small sample. This was the other kind of sample of stuff that I got from the brands, an idea of some of the other brands I spoke to. I did speak to Evolution PR as well, who do toys. Alexander, he's been a little messer now, so I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, that was just a sample of some of the other people I spoke to. There were other toy companies there. I also spoke to An Elf for Christmas, and I also spoke to Character World, who have been in touch, and I pitched an idea to, so we'll see what happens with that. But that was the kind of other bits and pieces that I picked up at BlogON. Thank you for watching. If you're ever interested in going to a BlogON, go and join their mailing list, because I have to say, controversially, I much preferred BlogON to Brit Mums. The goodie bags were amazing, jam-packed with stuff. The brands that were there were out of this world. They were all so friendly, so engaging, and I really have to say the talks that I attended were brilliant. The ideas I came away from, and the hints and tips, just little things that you can't get in a big room with Brit Mums. Yes? Oh, Doc McStuffins is finished. Will I change it and see if there's more? No. Give me a second. You want George? See? First world problems when you have a toddler in the room and his program on player just stops abruptly and he gets a little bit Anyway, yeah, so where was I? The brands were out of this world. The hints and tips that we got in all of the sessions that I attended were just brilliant. I came away with some great ideas. Plans for next year, because I think it's a bit late for some of the stuff this year, but plans for next year. Hints and tips about vlogging as well. Got my business card to loads of brands, which are already starting to pay dividends. The goodie bags were out of this world, and it was a brilliant conference. And even though I drove up on the Sunday and drove back and I was exhausted in work on the Monday, it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. So I think next year I'm probably gonna attend BlogON maybe in April time. I think if Laura's doing two, probably April time. Brit Mums I'm still a bit hit and miss about at the moment, I have to admit. But if you're ever considering going to a BlogON, I can't recommend it enough. It's still, the numbers are still small enough for it to feel more intimate than Brit Mums is. And yeah, I can highly recommend it. It was great. So thank you for watching. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to. Leave in the comments below whether or not you went, or if you're considering to go another one, and pop by again when we'll have another vlog. Thanks very much. Bye.